Hey mountain friends, y'all ready to make some butter? I want to show you how to make your own butter, and I'm going to show you how to make it just two ways. You can do it, there's a lot of different ways you can make this butter. You can flavor it, and I'm going to be adding some garlic and herbs to it, but you can leave it plain. But either way, y'all, it's easy, and why not make your own butter? So let's get started. All right, so we're going to put our heavy cream in the mixer, and this is 2 cups of heavy cream, and this is going to make about 1/2 pound of butter, which is equal to about 2 sticks. Okay, so what I want to do, my mixer is going to get loud, so this, and you will need a stand mixer for making butter, y'all. So it's going to take a little bit, but it's worth it. It's so good. So you're just going to put your mixer, I'm going to put my mixer on, start it on low, and then crank her up. And I'm going to whip this until it looks like heavy cream, looks like whipped cream. Then I'm going to show y'all that. Then I'm going to video it in little bitty spurts so you can see how it's going to turn into butter. It's going to be so good. And once it starts to turn into butter and starts to clump and the water and the milk separates, the buttermilk separates from it, I'll add my salt. So this is going to take a few minutes. All right, so look, let me show y'all. It's whipped cream right here. So we're going to keep going to turn it into butter. And I don't know if I said or not, but you do need a whisk attachment, the big whisk attachment for your mixer. So I'm going to put my attachment back on and restart this and let it keep going. This took about 5 minutes. Look at there, y'all. Already looking like butter. So I'm going to scrape the sides. And start it right back up. So this is the stage I wanted to stop and show y'all. It's watery, you see that? And it's okay. The butter is going to come together, and what's left is going to be the buttermilk. So you're actually making 2 things here. You're making butter and you're making homemade buttermilk. So nothing to go to waste here. But at this point, when it starts turning the liquid, it'll come together here in a little bit, and the fat's going to separate. It's going to be your butter, and then you want to have the buttermilk left, and you can just pour off. So I'm going to start it back up. All right, now we have butter. I'm going to throw in my salt. I'm going to pour off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour off the buttermilk. I'm going to put the butter in my dish, and then I'm going to kind of knead my salt into my butter. Now look at there. You got homemade butter. Now it's a little bit of a process, but I mean, if you think about your mammas and your mommies and grannies and aunts and uncles or papas or whoever in your life that you can remember making butter the old-timey way, it took a long time versus this. So, but I like making my own stuff when I know you can. I mean, you can get heavy cream cheaper, and if you can get it cheaper, then you can make butter out of it, and butter's expensive, y'all. So look at there. Got about 1 cup of buttermilk out of that. So all I do is just take that and pour it right into my buttermilk container and add to that. That'll make some good cornbread and biscuits, because I love to use buttermilk in everything. Now, what you're going to do now is you want to take the butter up with your clean hands and kind of give it a squeeze, and squeeze some of that extra milk out of it. A little bit more. See, there's a little bit more left in there. Squeeze that. Drain that out. So let me clean off my hands. All right, now, so I got my hands washed off, and I'm going to add about 1/2 teaspoon of salt to this. And all you do at this point is just mash it in. Now, I am going to make an herbed butter. While I've got this going here and while it's soft, I'm going to go ahead and make a garlic herb butter. Now, if you saw my video, I just recently posted a video how to roast garlic. So I'm going to take that roasted garlic, and I'm going to make a garlic herb butter out of this, okay? Because I got plenty of butter, but I want to make my own garlic herb butter, and it's very expensive if you try to buy it. And if you can make your own, then do it. This is actually easy. So now what I'm going to do a little bit of the Dan-O's original seasoning. You see me talk about this. It's really good seasoning. It's low sodium, no sugar in this, no gluten. Really good for people on restricted diets. And I will be posting the link to this. And if you use the link that I post, you'll get an extra 10% off. So I know it's available in stores and places. If you use the link that I share, you can get 10% off. And I really like the original. It's more like a house kind of seasoning. It takes the place of salt and pepper. It's got a lot of good seasonings in it to make this a good herb butter without adding a lot of junk. I like it that there's not a lot of additives and stuff like that in here. So I probably added a couple teaspoons, and now here is that mashed roasted garlic that I'm going to add in here. And I just mashed it up because it's so soft. And this is probably a good tablespoon, maybe and a half. And y'all, this makes the best garlic bread you ever had. Spread it on your bread, some baguette bread or old bread, and top it with a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Put it under the broiler and make the best garlic bread you ever had. And you won't buy it no more. You'll make it yourself. See how this just comes together? It's good. And the Dan-O's original just puts the extra, what you need. I don't have to put in a bunch. I like it that's all the guesswork out. I can just put it all in there at once. They have a spicy and a chipotle too. So they have 3 different kinds. The original I use just about on everything. The spicy I love to use like on chicken and all that kind of stuff. Fish is really good. The chipotle is really good for like fajitas, wings. I mean, a lot of different varieties, and I will be posting the link. So look at there, y'all. Some delicious herb butter. Let me taste it. Yeah, I'm gonna taste butter. That's good. So, I want to do a taste test. Got me a piece of toast. I got the heel. What do y'all call the end of the bread? I am curious what you call the end of the bread. We grew up calling it the heel. But y'all, I don't care. I'll use the heel. I don't care to use the heel at all. And waste not, want not. And if you got a piece of toast and I got a heel and you want to put some good old garlic herb butter on it, yeah. And this will be good on rolls. You could top it, melt it a little bit, and brush your rolls with it. This will be good on garlic cheddar biscuits. Ooh, as I say all the time, the possibilities are endless. Or you can just leave all that out. Just put you some salt in there and you got your own homemade salted butter, or you can leave the salt out and you got unsalted butter. Yeah. That's good, y'all. That is good. And that's low carb bread too. It's still good, y'all. That roasted garlic, you definitely have to give this a try. But y'all, there you go. I just showed you how to make your own butter. And then I just kicked it up a little bit and added some of the Dano's Original and some of my roasted garlic to make it a roasted garlic butter or butter. And this is also good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it up into some parchment paper. Here, I'll show you how to do that. So I got me a piece of parchment paper here, and I'm just going to put my butter out on that. And I'm just going to roll it up. Into like a little log. Like that right there. And you can freeze this if you wanted. And I just curl mine up on the ends like that, twist it, and I put it in a Ziploc bag and just stick it in the refrigerator. And then all we have to do is when we need it, when it chills, I can leave it sitting out because I like butter sitting out, or just cut off whatever I need at a time. And so y'all, that's easy. There you go, how to make your own butter. And then I showed you how to make it into herb garlic butter too. So hope y'all make this. Thank y'all for watching Mountain Cooking with Missy, where it's nothing fancy, just good eating.